You need to know what your season is, because what your season is determines whether you are closing in the cocoon or opening it up. You need to know if this is the time for you to close that zipper on something, to close the zipper on something that God is telling you to close. Because if you don't close it, you will not be warm in winter. If that caterpillar does not close the cocoon, it will not transform. And yet somewhere in the middle of this winter season, where things are closed, where things are honed in, where there is something taking place on the inside, that is when your zipper is closed and needs to be closed. That's the time when you need to be maybe more away from others. Maybe that's the time when there's only selected people coming into your life and into your mental state and mental and emotional state. Maybe that is the time for your intimacy with people, with God. It's a closing in so that you can actually transform. Maybe God has told you that you need to hone in on something, on an area, whatever that could be. And that's the key to your transformation, is actually honing in the right season. But what if you're in the opposite season? What if actually now this is the time that God is speaking to you and telling you to let things go? Things that look good. God, I've been wearing this cocoon for a long time. You told me to close in on this cocoon. You told me to hone in on this particular area or do this particular thing. What do you mean open up? What do you mean let go? What do you mean by unplugging that zipper? What on earth are you doing? Because you told me to close it. But no, in the right season, at the right time, at the right moment, that cocoon that the caterpillar enclosed in on itself actually needs to be unzipped. Because if you don't unzip, you are not going to have enough room to spread your wings. So this is actually a time to spread wings. This is a moment, I believe, for some people to spread wings. It's a season of stretching. It's a season of stretching out. Of stretching out of the cocoon that maybe you actually put in on yourself. Maybe you and God actually built that cocoon. And this is the time that God is saying you need to unzip that which was zipped. Because now you're going to fly, and now you're going to need you're going to need that room. You need that room to stretch those wings and fly high into the sky. Guys, if this resonates with you, if this is your season as well, if God has been hitting at you, nudging at you to drop off things, to let go of things, and to really open up room, then this is when you need to do it. You will, if you don't do this, you will die in the cocoon. You cannot spread your wings in a cocoon. Even if it's a cocoon that you and God built, that you and God designed, that was for your previous season, and that was good in its season. It has to be good in its season, and this is not the season. This is not the season for coats. This is not the season for wrapping up. This is not the season for zoning in, honing in on this particular thing. It's time to unzip, to release, and to finally fly. This is your season to fly. So open up that cocoon, even though it's scary, even though you're letting go of things that you didn't dream about letting go of, even though you're going to see question mark bright light that you haven't seen in a long time. Even though it looks scary, it may be intimidating, but it's time to come out of the cocoon and really fly high, butterfly. God bless you. God be with you.